Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and thank you for tuning into my channel. I thank you for tuning in. Today, I'm going to try something a little different. I'm going to do a trivia game on myself. These are questions and answers about me. So let's go ahead and start with question one. And then at the end, I will go back and answer them. But think about, whether you think yes or no about me. And feel free to leave it down in the comments if you would like. Question 1. Do I like liver? Question 2. Did I pass the GED the first time? 3. What is my favorite flavor of ice cream? 4. Do I like to cook? 5. What was my favorite subject in school? 6. Do I like ketchup? 7. What is my favorite hobby? 8. Do I like animals? Now go ahead, think about those questions, and like I said, feel free to leave a comment. I may give a response, but definitely think about the questions that I just mentioned. All right, let's go back through and I will answer yes or no to these questions. Do I like liver? No, I do not. I have tried many times over the years, many different ways that it was prepared. And the only thing about, I'll tell you what I don't like about liver. It's not the liver itself. It's not the texture. It's that aftertaste on the very end. If someone knows how to cook liver and that aftertaste is not there, I would be willing to give it another try. Question 2. Did I pass the GED the first time? Yes, I did. 1989, 1990, I was just starting high school. And I went to private school for junior high, 7th and 8th, and then I started a different type of private school for 9th grade. And the next year, I was going to wind up going to a different school altogether, which would have been in a bad part of town in the city that I live in. My mom and dad said, no, that's not going to happen. So I just said, okay, I didn't really do that great this year, not that bad. I'm just not going to go to school anymore. I stop. All right, so 3 years went by, and then I went one summer and took a pre-GED test. It gives you a feel of how the test is. Well, I scored low, not too low in math and reading. Well, reading has always been a little bit of was a hard subject for me in school anyway, the comprehensive part. So I was told to go home, study the book. I had the book. And I just read the introduction to the reading and I said, you know what, I'm not going to do this. I'm just going to go down and take the test. We'll see what happens. If I don't pass it, I'll just go back and retake the parts that I didn't do well in and go from there. So I went 2 separate mornings. The test was about 3 hours long both days. And I guess it was about 5, maybe 6 weeks down the road, anxiously waiting for the results. So I go and check the mail one evening, look in the mailbox, there's the results. And I open it up, I looked at my number, I scored 5 above the minimum, so I passed it the first time. I was very happy about that. What is my favorite flavor of ice cream? Question 3. I like French vanilla. I like all vanilla, but I like French vanilla especially because it has a slightly richer taste. It has more eggs in it. 4. Question 4. Do I like to cook? Yes, I do. I've always liked preparing my own food. Ever since I was a kid, my mom, taught me how to cook. I also have a segment that you may already know about called Recipe Tuesday that goes up every week. Number 5. What was my favorite subject in school? My favorite subject in school was spelling, of all things. Even when I was in second or third grade, my spelling skills were out of this world. Number 6, do I like ketchup? Never really was a fan of ketchup, I'll tell you why. I like other tomato based things, sauces, stews, the tomato itself, tomato soup, all of that's fine. They keep changing the recipe on the ketchup, so I never know from one minute to the next what are they going to do. And I usually find it too sweet. Number 7, what is my favorite hobby? My favorite hobby is actually collecting music. I've been collecting music, CDs, records, 45s, even cassette tapes ever since I was a preteen. And I still have, all of that music to this day. And the last question, number 8, do I like animals? Yes, I do like animals. I have always been a lover of dogs, cats, birds, you name it, I've always been a lover of them. Um, I do know that, I'm driving down the road and I've seen it many a time where I see a squirrel or some type of an animal, that gets run over, and it just, it really makes me feel bad. Dog, cat, even, I just wish certain people that own animals would, take better care of them. If you can't take care of an animal, don't get one. You have to be able to afford the upkeep on an animal. It can get expensive, but and what they say is true. A dog really is a man's best friend. I will always believe that. Anyway, go ahead, leave your comments down in the in the bottom. Let me know what your answers are if you like. Um, Thank you for being a subscriber. New subscribers, I thank you. If you're just passing by considering to be a subscriber, consider looking at some of my other videos and decide whether or not you want to be a subscriber. I hope you do. And I thank you for tuning in and being a part of this question and answer segment. And I hope to see you next time or very soon for the next video. Thank you and have a great